you've been in an intense situation, you should know how to read an intense situation.
Right.
If you are associated with your body,
Yeah.
all the 240 ways of interpreting your reality, not the five senses, but the ways, the real senses
Mm-hmm.
will come alive, and you'll have the same intuition for interpreting that one moment wasn't safe as any other moment.
Really?
The problem is that we have blocks and associations with certain environments at certain times that inhibit and tell us to quiet down what we feel in the gut usually.
Don't follow your intuition on this because
don't follow your intuition because
you're in civilized situation. This is civilized world. So how could it? I'm just not. This isn't really happening.
Bingo.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's right,
Sometimes
but
we're talking about civilization politeness, right?
yeah.
So
Usually,
there's
I
it's
feel triggered by the loud music inside this bar, so part of me is telling me not to go into that.
right.
Right? That is a block on your actual intuition that could actually sift out whether or not that place was safe to go into.
So what I find interesting is like earlier you were talking about your cold water therapy.
Mm-hmm.
You would probably have to suppress that because your body's telling you not to do that.
You got to integrate it, or if you try to suppress it, it'll
Uh-huh.
break you and throw you off like a bull.
So it's not suppression; it's finding a place for it and how to use it.
It's finding how to integrate it and ride it.
Really, but ultimately it's the same feeling, right?
You would think that you had overcome it or suppressed it, like it was your.
Well, no,
beast.
I'm just saying that the feeling in this situation when you go into the bar and the loud music, and this situation where you're like, I know if I get in that cold water, like you said, death is a possible outcome. It would physiologically, it'd be the same feeling, right?
Relatively.
Okay.
That's why you're commanding it. You're getting a harness on it. You get to know it so well that
obviously I'm still not going to go.
Your schema.
I'm still not going to go into the bar, but I am safe to go in the
or
water.
the dark alley with 3 people down it, or something like that. If we
some of
see
that's
an actual unsafe situation,
Some of that's common sense.
that's pretty hits hard.
Yeah.
You know not to. It's common sense.
Yeah.
Right. No language needed.
And then on that, kind of in that same area, if you're driving down the highway and somebody's broke down on the side of the road, or somebody's fell out on the side of the road, or whatever, it would be the same intuition, and you would have to learn to read yourself to if you're going to go and be part of that, or just keep on going.
Yes.
Hmm.
And much of that will be dependent on your self-perception and a bunch of stuff.
Spidey sense.
Sparks.